Hi everyone, happy new year. Emmanuel here from MAJESTY'S. Good to have you again this year. I hope that you are still practicing and following up on our lessons. Okay, so, and I also hope that some of you are also subscribed to our skillshare classes. We have free courses on skillshare that you can watch for 1 month, full length piano courses, 1 month for free. Check the links in my description below this video so that you can be able to follow up and watch those full-length courses, because you understand that we only do brief lessons here on YouTube, but if you want in-depth learning, you can do it through our courses. So today I'm going to give you a lesson about a 2-5-1 chord progression in the key of C, and I'm going to give you different versions, okay, or voicings that you can use when you're playing this progression, so that you can be able to spice up your playing. Now, the 2-5-1 progression is popular in very many songs when you're playing many songs, and it's important that you know these movements. So I'm doing this in the key of C, but remember you can apply this to any other key by using the number system. I'll also try explain using the numbers so that you can be able to understand. Okay, so in the key of C, that's the C major scale, the simplest to say, because you only have the white notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so after that you need to know the number system. Okay, the chord scale, what chord is being played in each position. Chord number 1 usually is played as a major chord or a major 7th. So in this case we play a C major 7th chord. Then chord number 2 would be a minor 7th chord. So in this case that would be D minor 7th. Chord number 3 would be E minor 7th. Chord number 4 F major 7th. Chord number 5 G dominant 7th. Chord number 6 A minor 7th. Chord number 7 you can play it as a B minor 7th, okay, or a diminished 7th chord, okay, or a minor 7th flat 5. Okay, so this is B major, B minor, B minor 7th, minor 7th flat 5. Okay, then back to chord number 1, which is C major 7th. So you need to understand that chord scale. Okay, then also try be familiar with inversions sometimes, okay, especially for the extended chords can be a little bit tricky, so that if I'm playing C major 7th in the root position, you should know that I can also play it in this inversion, or I can play it in this inversion. Okay, these are different inversions of the same chord, where I can play it in this inversion. So long as you have the C major chord with a B, that's a C major 7th. Anywhere C major chord with a B, C major chord with a B. All those are different inversions of the same chord. So when you are talking about a 2-5-1 chord progression, you need to go back to that chord scale that I explained about. You ask yourself, what is position 2 on this scale? 1, 2, D. What chord do we play? D minor 7th. So our 2 chord will be D minor 7th. Now what is position 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G. And what chord do we play in position 5? G dominant 7th, G7. And then what is 1? Of course C, C major 7th, okay? So the 2-5-1 would be 2, D minor 7th, 5, G dominant 7th, 1, C major 7th. So we have 2, 5, 1. And you can also add in the left hand. 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1. Now we have that basic theory behind it. Now you start practicing that with one hand, then bringing the left hand, okay? And then also on the left hand you can also try playing in a little bit with some different notes. So instead of just playing D in doubles, you can play D, A and F, okay? This is what we call a drop 2 voicing. Let me explain a little bit about a drop 2 voicing. if you play the root position of D minor, that is D, F, and A, the second highest note is F. Okay, from A downwards, the second highest note is F. So we drop the F and play it as the highest note. Okay, so that becomes a drop 2 voicing, D, F, and A. So anytime you come across drop 2, that's simply what it means. Okay, so D, F, and A, you can play that with the D minor 7th on your right hand. So instead of just playing D in doubles, okay, you can play D, A, and F. Okay, for the 2. And then for the 5 chord, remember the progression is 2, 5, 1. For the 5 chord, you're playing the G dominant 7th. Okay, on the left I can play the G, the D, and the B. Okay, okay, just the same concept. Drop 2, drop the B, so it's G, D, and B. Okay, so and then on the right, G dominant 7th. And then for the 1, we can do the same thing, C, G, and E. Okay, and on the right we have C major 7th. So that becomes our 2, 5, 1. So those are some ideas that you can use for your left hand when you're just starting off to expand your voicings, you know, and to make your voicing sound better. So I want us to look at that 2, 5, 1. We have looked at the basic chords, 2, D minor 7th, 5, G dominant 7th, 1, C major 7th. Now how can we voice them differently, make them sound more interesting? Just start simply by using inversions. So for example, instead of playing this D minor 7th like this in the root position, I can play it. So this is an inversion of the same chord. So instead of D, F, A, C, I have A, C, D, F. Okay, that's the inversion I'm using for D minor 7th. And then on the G dominant 7th, I can maintain it at the root position. Okay, and then for the 1, which is C major 7th, I'll use this inversion, G, B, C, and E. Okay, remember I've covered most of these concepts in detail in my full length courses. So if you're interested to learn this key in detail, you can order my full length C major courses. There's an intermediate and an advanced course, and you can also watch the course on Skillshare. As I've said, my contacts and the link to my websites and how you can get these courses, for those of you who are interested, I will put them in the description below the video, so you can get all the information there for you who want to go into deeper training for this. Okay, so for the 2, I'm using this inversion of D minor 7th. Remember that's the root position, but we are using an inversion, D, F, A, C, A, C, D, F. That is the D minor 7th. And then for the 5, we are playing G dominant 7th in the root position, and for the 1, we are using this inversion for C major 7th. Remember, this is C major. If you add the B, you get C major 7th. So it's G, B, C, and E. So simply 2, 5, 1. Now the good thing about using these inversions is that I'm reducing my movement. Okay, 2, 5, 1. Just try that. 2, 5, 1. Okay, 2, 5, 1. Okay, okay. Two, 5, 1. Okay, now let's go a little bit deeper now, a different way that I could voice this progression. So for example, for the 2, I'll use this voicing. It's still D minor 7th, but I'm adding another note on top, which is a 9th. Okay, so look at this chord. My left hand is playing D and D. My right hand is playing F, A, C, and E. Okay, so that's my 2. So it's a D minor 9th because of the E on top. So if you look at these notes alone, you have the D minor 7th, D, F, A, and C. Remember, my left hand is playing the first D, and then I'm adding an E on top. Okay, so that's my 2. So the left is playing D, A, and D. The right hand is playing F, A, C, and E. So 2. Okay, and then for the 5 chord, the G dominant 7th chord, I will use a different voicing. So this is a G 13th flat 9 chord. That's the technical name behind it, but I will just break it down simply as this. You play the G on the left hand, and then the right hand is not playing the ordinary G dominant 7th, but I'm playing this kind of an F diminished chord. Okay, F diminished chord with an E on top. Okay, so you can call it major 7, like F major 7 flat 5 flat 3. Okay, with these 2 flats. Okay, so it's just an F diminished chord with an E on top, and the right hand is playing a G. Okay, or I can just play an F diminished 7th chord also, F, F flat, B, and D. Okay, can use that one. So you can either use the E or the D at the top, but the left is G. Okay, that is the 5. And then the 1, I'm playing a C major 7th with a 9th on top again. So it becomes like a C major 9th chord. C and C on the left, and the right is playing E, G, B, and D. So you hear the voicing is becoming a little bit more richer. Okay, so 2, 5, 1. Again 2, and then 1. See, that's a different voicing that just makes the progression sound better. Now you will find this cadence, usually it's a cadence pointer, meaning it's a point where the phrase in music is coming to an end. This 2-5-1 chord progression. Most of the times when a song is coming to an end, you'll find this progression being used a lot. Ta ra tan tan tan, ta ra 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 ra, ta ra ta ra ta ra ra, ra ra ra, ta ra ta ra ta ra ra, ta ra 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 ra, ta ra ra ta ra. Now usually it is preceded, or there is a chord which begins, which is a 6. Usually before the 2-5-1, you'll find normally a 6-2-5-1. So the 6 in the key of C would be what? A minor 7th. Okay, so 6, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay, see, I can also sound my 1 like this: C, G, E, E, G, E. Okay, that's my right hand and my left hand. I just want to say, Papa, oh, shey. I just want to say, Papa, oh, blessed be your name. So the first chord is an A minor 7th. So A minor with a G at the bottom becomes A minor 7th. It's just an inversion of A minor 7th. See? You are good, and your mercy endures forever. You are good, and your mercy endures forevermore. You are good, and your mercy endures forevermore. You are good. 2, 5, 1. So that's just my own composition. But I'm trying just to play that to help you now see practically situations where you'll see this progression. So try use those voicings when you're playing and see what a difference it makes to your playing. So please remember to subscribe to our channel and so that you follow up on our lessons. If you want to learn more from me, my contacts and my courses are in the description below the video. Get in touch with us and you're gonna learn much more. God bless you and see you in the next class.